Yo.
Yo, the sun don't shine forever, but as long as it's here, then we might as well shine together. Better now than never, business before pleasure. P. Diddy and the fam, who you know do it better. Yeah, right, no matter what, be airtight. So when you hear something, make sure you hear it right. Don't make an ass out of yourself by assuming our music keeps you moving. What are you proving? You know that I'm 2 levels above you, baby. Hug me, baby, I'ma make you love me, baby. Talking crazy ain't gonna get you nothing but choke. And that jealousy is only gonna leave you broke. So the only thing left now is God for these cats. And babe, you know you're too hard for these cats. I'ma win cause I'm too smart for these cats. While they making up facts, you making up plaques.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to Empire Sports Media's coverage of New York Knicks playoff basketball. Today, the New York Knicks take on the Atlanta Hawks in Game 4 of the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. It has gone a very strange way for the Knicks, if I might add, winning the first game in dominating fashion, and then losing Games 2 and Game 3 by just a single point. Game 3 was definitely more of a false hope comeback than the previous game was. Game 2 was a game that the Knicks absolutely should have won, and they just completely pissed down their leg and lost. Simple as that. But with all that being said, the Knicks have a chance to right their wrongs tonight in Game 4 as we take a look at your starting lineups for tonight's game. It is pretty much more of the same for both sides. For the New York Knicks, Jalen Brunson starts off at the 1, followed by Mikal Bridges at the 2, Josh Hart at the 3, OG Anunoby at the 4, and Karl Anthony Towns at the 5. I'm not quite sure why the graphic did not load, but that is kind of aggravating that my lineup graphic did not load. Let's try this again. There we go. And for the Atlanta Hawks, same lineup as usual. CJ McCollum starting off at the point guard. He has been outstanding so far in this series. Nickeil Alexander-Walker playing the 2 guard for the Hawks with the big number 5, Dyson Daniels in the 3 spot. Jalen Johnson playing the power forward, and Onyeka Okongwu at the 5. The Hawks lead the series 2-1. But the Knicks have a chance to right their wrongs tonight and get themselves a massive W with tonight's game. It is all going to come down to whether or not the Knicks can play their game. They have to make the Hawks play their style of basketball. It cannot be the other way around. Because when the Hawks try to play their game, or when the Knicks try to play the Hawks game, it has gone horribly. Basically, they get smacked in the face. It is probably the easiest way for me to put it. It has not gone to plan. I just want to stop for a quick second. The Rams are on the clock, and their pick is in. All right, can you show me who we picked? I just want to see our last pick. Maybe Real's got it. Does Real have it? They don't. Damn it. They haven't made the announcement yet. But yeah, same lineups as the last few games for the Knicks and the Hawks. It's do or die time for the New York Knicks. A must-win game. They lose this game. Not only is their season most likely over, they'll most likely blow up the core. This would be a devastating way to end one of the more successful reigns of New York Knicks basketball in recent memory. We go Tim Keenan III, defensive tackle, Alabama. Okay, I don't hate that. That's okay. Decent. Can't be too mad. Yes, sir, Mike. I'm ready, dude. I'm nervous, but I'm also very ready. I'm excited. And hopefully we're going to get ourselves a big win today because we need one really fucking badly. It is indeed do or die for the New York Knicks. The stress is definitely there. The streak continues. Yep, the streak does continue. Seabass are right here and ready to go once again. Oh, let's get this game started, shall we? It is indeed do or die for the New York Knicks. Now, just give me 1 second. I'm going to move this Just a little bit closer. Oh, there we go. Much better. Now I can actually see. The New York Knicks are 0-16 in their franchise's history when they trail 3-1. Atlanta are 4-0 when they lead the series 3-1. And funny enough, that's how it went the last time these two teams played. The Knicks lost game 1 on that Trae Young floater at near the buzzer, and game 2, the Knicks decimated them. Games 3 and 4 were absolute bloodbaths that were dominated by the Hawks in Atlanta. And then they dropped game 5 in New York, where Trae Young did his infamous bow after the Knicks got packed up. Will not be the case today, hopefully, as here we go. Talented Onyeka Okongwu go for the tip. The ball is about to be thrown up, and now it's thrown up. A little bit of hand fighting, and we are indeed underway as Josh Hart takes up for Jalen Brunson. Here we go. First quarter of action is underway. Here's Brunson off the screen from Josh Hart. Let me move this a little bit over to the left so I can see. Here's Brunson. Gets the one over for Towns. Towns back of the left side of the top of the key. Here's Brunson. Cuts inside. Launches a step back. 2. Gets it to go. Jalen Brunson with the first 2 points of the game. New York up 2-0. Here's Dyson Daniels. Inside on Onyeka Okongwu. Back out to Daniels. Right wing. Inside Jalen Johnson. Daniels kicks it out. Okongwu launches. Top of the key. Back of the rim. No. Brunson tips it. And it will stay with Atlanta with 11:16 to go. Yeah, the streak does continue, Seabass. You are on a tear right now. You just make sure that this is synced up with this. Here's the inbound into Dyson Daniels. Johnson gets inside. Tough take to the basket is good. That's a hard finish at the rim. Jalen Johnson with the first points of the game for Atlanta. So the Jalen's trading baskets, and it's 2 apiece. Here's Hart. Inside Brunson. Goes up. Gonna take the floater. Can't get the bounce. Cat gets the rebound. Goes up. And the layup is good. Karl Anthony Towns gets his first 2 points of the game. It's 4-2. Here's Johnson. McCollum for 3. In and out. Tough luck there for the Hawks point guard. Here's Bridges. Gets inside at the Emirates logo. Tries to make a move out to Anunoby left corner. Anunoby cuts inside out to Josh Hart. Wide open right wing. Gets it down low. Towns throws it down. And a great possession for the Knicks. They lead early 6-2. Off to a very strong start here in Atlanta. 6-2 New York. Here's Okongwu inside. Jalen Johnson, and he's blocked by Hart, but a foul is going to be called. And 2 free throws will follow for the Hawks, number 1. I mean, I thought that was a clean block, but that's just me. I'm going to try and get this up with this. That way we're at the exact same time. No one's getting spoilers or anything. Here's Johnson's first free throw. He knocks it through. The big story for the Knicks is that they have not played very well in the first quarter, especially not here in Atlanta. Their first quarter in Game 3 was an absolute atrocity as Johnson knocks down both free throws. The Knicks did not have a lead since 9-6 in the Game 3 game. And here we go. Jalen Brunson brings it up the floor for New York, now gets past the timing line. Brunson, guarded by Daniels, back over to the State Farm Arena logo. Guarded by McCullough, bounce it for Towns. Gets the steal. Here comes the Okongwu. Lost control of the ball, finds McCullough. This is inside. Dyson Daniels kicks it out. Alexander Walker launches corner 3. That's good. Nikhil Alexander Walker, and it's 7-6 Atlanta. Now here's Bridges. Backs up. Off the screen, open. Cal gets inside. Gets it out. Brunson. Out to Josh Hart, right wing. Cuts inside face. Towns launches the 3. No, he's going to pump fake. Gets inside. Out to Brunson. Right corner. 3 ball. Yes, sir. Jalen Brunson from the right corner. And the Knicks have a 9-7 advantage. God, the Peacock is incredibly laggy. Oh, well. Here's Daniels. Out to Jalen Johnson. Right wing. Back out Okongwu. Alexander Walker. Looking. Walker launches for 3. That's short. Front rim. Bridges the rebound. Here's a Kungwu backing down on McCollum. And a foul is going to be called. It'll go against Atlanta. Take a look at the replay right here. Alexander Walker with beautiful passing the Hawks as Alexander Walker able to knock down that three ball. But the Knicks respond with a three of their own in the right corner from Brunson. Speaking of threes in the right corner, here's Josh Hart. He's going to just chuck one up. What on earth was that? I mean, he just threw that up there. Trying to get lucky. Here's Daniels. Tries to back down Anunoby. Dyson Daniels. Out to Jalen Johnson. McCollum gets inside, floats one up, and gets the bank to go. 9-9 our score. Atlanta tie it back up as Mike Brown looks on. Here's Bridges. Hard drive to the basket, goes up, lays it in, and just like that, Mikal Bridges has more points in this first quarter than he did all of Game 3. Here's Dyson Daniels. The spin on Brunson, and that's a beautiful maneuver by Dyson Daniels. It's 11-11 here with 8:09 to go. Brunson gets it inside Mikal Bridges in the left wing. Inside to Anunoby. OG back out for Brunson. Brunson got space, finds Towns. Cat backs down. Anunoby goes up and throws it down. OG Anunoby puts one right down the Hawks, and it's 13-11. What the hell did I forget? I just said anything. Here's Alexander Walker for three. You bet. You cannot let a guy like him get going. He's a hell of a shooter. It's 14-13. Hawks up one. Now here comes Brunson. And it's stolen by Dyson Daniels. Out to Alexander Walker. That's short. Rebound Josh Hart. Was nearly a heat check moment there for the Hawks number 7. Here's Brunson. Off the screen, OG. JB gets inside, looking back out to Anunoby. Goes in on McCollum. Pump fakes. Out to Josh Hart, left wing. Gets it inside to Towns, and he is being... Looked like he got grabbed from the shoulder. So he'll be on the floor, so no free throws for the Knicks. But it's the second foul of the game for the Hawks. This is going to be a back and forth game. I just know it. (14-13) is our score. Here's Brunson inside Josh Hart. JB, shot clock at 10. Off the screen from Towns. Brunson gets inside, launches the floater. That won't go, front rim. Rebounded Dyson Daniels. Here he comes pushing it up the floor. Alexander Walker just threw down Brunson. That's going to be an offensive foul on Naw. Pretty easy call, in my opinion. I mean, you can't miss that. It's right there in front of you. And it looks like we're going to take immediate timeout with 6:56 to go. Close game so far. Atlanta leading the Knicks 14-13. Back after this. First quarter sounds so good, and then I saw And we are back. 14-13 our score in favor of Atlanta. It has been a very back and forth game between these two so far in the first 6 minutes of the contest. And it's going to come down to whether or not the Knicks are able to keep up with the Hawks. What up, Cole? How we doing, man? Welcome, man. I'm nervous as hell, man. I don't know why the hell our hashtag though is always Knicks. That's just so stupid. I don't see the thought process of that. If I'm being honest, I feel like I get an update on the Stars game. God, Baron Morton went before Garrett Nussmeier. Ha! NFL draft opinions. I think the Rams definitely did way better in day 3 than they did fucking day 1 and 2. Even though we only had 2 picks per day, I did like the CJ Daniels pick. I think that it was definitely the pick that we needed to make. I'm starting to come around a little bit on the Max Clare pick. The Keegan Tross pick, I'm a huge fan of. I love that pick. And I don't know who the fuck Tim Keenan is. He was stacked. I really don't know who that is. Okay. We're trying to get away from that. No way the Texans fan. It's like Martin Klein is trying to talk to me about bad drafts. Texans had an awful draft. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it right now. Of course, Turner Sports doesn't have any of their channels on Fubo, so I'm kind of so all on the Stars Wild game. Nevertheless, we are back for more basketball. Here's Brunson off the screen, gets it inside. Karl-Anthony Towns. Towns has space on the floor. Inside, Anunoby goes inside and throws it down. OG Anunoby getting physical under the basket. 15-14. New York's got the lead again. Dylan Thiemann is a dog, I agree. Here's Alexander Walker. Dishes to Okongwu. Nearly lost the ball. Did he just drill that behind his back? Johnson moves in on Hart. Kicks it out. Dyson Daniels at the free throw line. That one's tipped away. Johnson just got to put one up, and that's going to be a 24-second violation. So great defense there by the Knicks. McDonald better than any pick the rim. I forgot you guys got McDonald. Okay, so that was like your one good pick. Martin Klein and Rutledge were both horrendous picks. Rutledge should have maybe went round 3. The fact that he went round 1 is crazy. No, Ty Simpson was a first round talent. Just went to the wrong team. Here's Brunson, or in this case, the right team. Here's Brunson, guarded by Dyson Daniels with the DraftKings logo. JB. Deuce McBride going to be subbing in for New York. Here's Cat, left wing, guarded one-on-one by Okongwu. Towns looking for space, finds Brunson down low. Brunson guarded by Gabe Vincent. Brunson goes inside, step back jumper. That won't go. Rebound to Atlanta. Dyson Daniels, hop, step, Euro. Yeah, fucking hell. Euro, step, hop, step, same thing. 15-14. New York up by 1. Here's Anunoby, guarded by Dyson Daniels. OG gets inside and can't get the finish. Vincent with the rebound. Not guy's not first round talent. Maybe. Here's Jalen Johnson. I think he is. Inside Dyson Daniels. Back at the State Farm logo. Here's Vincent. Inside. Dyson Daniels going to let one fly. Can't hit. Hart with the rebound. Scoops one off the cylinder. Here's Hart to Brunson. Out to Towns. He loves to size up the big man. Towns inside Anunoby. OG backing down on Vincent. OG looks inside. Tough floater, and he gets it to go. OG Anunoby, have yourself a first quarter. No, he definitely is. Here's Johnson. We'll talk about this in a minute. And that one's stolen by the Knicks. Hart inside of Brunson to Bridges, and he throws it down. A 6-0 run for the Knicks with 4:40 to go. Drive to Little Bro, Caleb after just for Caleb better than him at the moment. Yeah, remember that too. Here's Vincent. Inside, Jalen Johnson, top of the key. Johnson looking for a man, finds Okongwu. Johnson backs down on Towns, and that's going to be out of bounds. Last touched by New York. So this will stay with Atlanta. Let's have an active chat. So fun. Well, yeah, it is a second-year quarterback, but so is CJ. But CJ in his last year was horrendous. Make my Tim Keenan post later. 19-14, Knicks have the lead. Dyson Daniels, Gabe Vincent, left corner. That's good. Off the inbounds. Gabe Vincent puts himself on the board. 19-17. Alvarado checking in now for the Knicks. Jose out to Clarkson. Clarkson with space going up, and he gets it to go off the backboard. Jordan Clarkson with his first points of the game. So the Knicks have a 5 of Jordan Clarkson with Jose Alvarado. Deuce McBride is out there with Josh Hart and Mitchell Robinson. So Mike Brown emptying out the bench early, and it looks like a foul can be called on the floor. And now we got a little bit of a situation going on between Mitchell Robinson and Mo Gay as people are coming out to restrain the two, as Jonathan Kuminga is in the middle of it. Somebody throw a punch on the Hawks, please. I would love to see one of these guys get ejected. I love how this is an NBA stream. Like, this is how much football has, like, affected the channel. This is a basketball stream, and we have people talking about having a full-blown argument on two quarterbacks. This is how football has infected Empire Sports Media. May as well just rebrand to be a football channel. Nah, I'm kidding. I like doing other sports. They're fun. Even though football is still my favorite. And always will be. You can't beat football in my eyes. And me, football is king. Always have been, always will be. Plain and simple. So the technical free throw by the Knicks is good. Let's see what led to this. As Alvarado, Mo Gay, why the hell is he pointing at Alvarado? What the hell is he doing? And that's where big body Mitch got involved. Very odd situation. I think that Atlanta got it. Yeah, Atlanta got a technical, and the Knicks knocked through their technical free throw. Nevertheless, we are back underway. The Hawks with a 5 of Mo Gay out there, Jalen Johnson. Dyson Daniels, Jonathan Kuminga, and it's Gabe Vincent at the 1. Johnson inside of McBride. Goes up, blocked by Robinson. Finds Gay in the corner. That won't go. Josh Hart gets the rebound. Here comes New York. 22-17 the score. Knicks up by 5. Josh Hart, top of the key, finds McBride. Backs down on Johnson. Mitchell Robinson gets inside, and he is fouled. So 2 free throws will come for Mitchell Robinson. So I would not be shocked that if he does miss one of these free throws, if we get a hack a Mitch situation, which is still one of the corniest things I've ever seen. Mitchell Robinson is a career 50% free throw shooter, not very known for being a free throw guy. Primarily very bad at free throws, as you can see right there. He misses his first. So the Hawks are definitely going to try to take advantage of the hack-a-Mitch, which it appears everybody just loves to do, even though it's so gay and so corny. I don't. It's just dumb. Like, it really is. Robinson to shoot his second. And he makes the second one. There we go. All right, Mitchell Robinson. 1 for 2 from the stripe. 23-17, Knicks have the lead by 6. 2 fouls on each side. 3:25 to go. Make that 3 fouls on New York as we get a foul on the floor. I believe. Yeah, it is. Bears and a Texans fan are arguing over CJ Stroud and Caleb Williams while we are in the middle of a basketball stream. Gotta love my chat on ESM. They're great. Here's McCollum, guarded by McBride. CJ with space, gets inside, launches the floater, and he connects again. CJ McCollum continuing to dominate the Knicks. He's got 4 points tonight. Brunson now checks back in with OG. Here's McBride out to Brunson. Brunson off the screen from Robinson. Brunson launches for 3. That won't go. Robinson tips it back. Anunoby's got it. Out to Brunson. Pump fake guarded by Alexander Walker. Shot clock down to 10. There's a screen from Deuce. Brunson spins through. Gets past Alexander Walker. Puts up a tough shot and he gets it to go again. Jalen Brunson getting it done inside and physically. And it is now 25-19. Knicks up by 6. Here's McCollum. Gets inside, falls down, and a foul is going to be called a push. So it'll be foul number 4 on the Knicks. Where's the Caleb jersey? That's a good question. I'll show you in a minute. It's 27-19. I'll show you at the next break. It's back there. Oh, well, there's a break, so I'll go get it right now. There. Right here. Caleb Williams. There's a slight delay. See how bad the delay was. I'm not noticing. Encoding overload thing again? Jesus Christ, I just handled this. Why do I have to do this again? Fucking hell. I'm on the slowest one possible. Why am I still doing this again, bro? How many times I gotta fucking deal with this shit? All right, 27-19 the score. Knicks up by 8. Here's Alexander Walker. It's inside, coming a wide open left corner, and he misses it, and no gets a rebound. Right now, everything is falling fucking inside layup. No, Mitch is there for the putback and scores. And the Knicks have themselves a 10-point lead. As Kuminga misses again. Friction's 27-19. Here's Brunson, guarded by Daniels. Robinson off the screen. Here's Clarkson. Out to Brunson. Palm fakes Clarkson from the top of the key. That won't go. Rebound him okay. And that was going to be out to Kuminga, right corner. Kuminga steps back on Clarkson. Gets inside. It's tough to take. Won't go. And with the rebound. And Nobi gets inside. Left. Nope. Goes back outside to Daniels. Kuminga lost the ball. Alexander Walker picks it up. Back out to McCollum. CJ for two. That won't go either. Another rebound, Mr. Robinson. Here's Brunson. Backs down on Daniels. Runs out to OG. Steps back on Kuminga. And a crash. Brunson step back two. That won't go either. Yeah, and a crash. Alexander Walker. Back down on Brunson. Shot down to 8. Launches. That won't go either. Loose ball, and it's off the hands of Gay. It'll stay with Atlanta. Shot clock down to 10. And a foul on the floor to be called against New York. Not Atlanta in the bonus. This delay is so fucking annoying. Every time. As the first free throw is good for Kuminga. Alright, let's see if this works. Getting really fucking tired of the goddamn Wi-Fi. Trying to shut this down every time. I don't know why this is being so difficult. Anyway, we were back underway for the second quarter. Knicks up 27-20. Here's McCollum, goes past Mogay. McCollum gets it inside, lost the ball. Will stay with the Hawks, though. Here's McCollum, launches the two. Counted and one. So apparently I have to lower the latency or something. Let me figure out how I do this shit. Twenty-seven, 22. Knicks have the lead. Here's Bridges, guarded by Kisper. Bridges, guarded by Kuminga. Swings it out. Alvarado launches right wing three ball. Yes, sir. Jose Alvarado with his first points of the game. And the Knicks up by 8. Let's make a substitution. Figure out why the hell it's doing this shit, man. How do I go to the fucking control room? I'll figure this out later. Here's Mo Gay. Inside Kuminga, left corner. Back outside Mo Gay. Gay with space finds CJ. McCollum gets inside. Lost the ball. Blocking foul called on Cat. Do the second free throw, or the second foul on New York in this quarter. I have to go into the control room and do this shit. Says view in live control room. And the basket will count. It'll be a goaltend. There's the 32-22, Knicks have the lead. Kuminga, left corner, that won't go either. The tip by Alexander Walker is not going to fall either. A lot of unfortunate bounces for both sides here. The Knicks do hold themselves a 10-point lead. Here's Towns. Guarded by Mo Gay. Finds Bridges. McCall gets it out. Alvarado launches. That's short. Off the hand of Towns. In the hands of Anunoby. Cat. Back down from Mo Gay. Towns gets inside. Skyhook. That won't go. Did not expect him to go for a skyhook there. In fact, that was the last thing I expected, as that shot is good by Kuminga. And it's going to be a charge against New York. It'll go against Towns. I need a stream key or something? Is that what I'm doing? I'm trying to figure out why the hell it's buffering so much. Here's Gabe Vincent going to just launch the 10-foot. That comes way short off the front rim. 32-24 Knicks up. Here's Alvarado. With space, finds Mikal Bridges, guarded one-on-one, Gabe Vincent. Alvarado, and it's going to be a hook called against Atlanta. That will be first foul of the half on Atlanta. Here's Alvarado. Gets inside of Bridges. It'll stay with New York. Here's Alvarado wide open as Towns, and he misses the layup. He misses floater as well. Alvarado gets the rebound possession to Atlanta. How the fuck did you miss that? But Alvarado wants another look at it. He was not pleased whatsoever. Probably why the fucking buy trade's too long. That's probably why he's doing this. I mean, at that point, just dunk the fucking ball. What an idiot. That won't go either. All right. Towns, you're going to need to redeem yourself after what the hell you just did. Here's Josh Hart back out to Towns at the top of the key. Cat moving in on a Kong. We're going to take a tough take to the basket. Count and the foul. Yeah, I think Cat redeemed himself for whatever the hell that was. It's a hell of a drive to the basket. A tough 2 points, and the Knicks go up 10. I just have to hope and pray this shit gets fixed. Encoders should not be overloading. I just lower the buy trace like crazy. Towns' free throw is good. So the Knicks have themselves an 11-point lead. Here is Vincent. Gets inside, guarded by Towns, back out Jalen Johnson. Johnson with space, guarded by Hart. Gabe Vincent, right corner three, that's good. Gabe Vincent continuing to be a pest for the Knicks. 35-27, Knicks up by 8. Here's Bridges. Inside of Towns. Gets inside, and he missed the dunk, but a foul is called on Jalen Johnson. Good God, that would have been one of the most violent dunks of the playoffs. If he would have made that, oh my God. Look at this. Probably the most violent dunk of the playoffs if he makes that. Jesus. And you're basically dunked right in Jalen Johnson's face. Johnson, like, hooks him underneath to get out of the way. That was a cowardly foul there by Jalen Johnson. Oh, for Christ's sake, this is the last guy I wanted to see. So Towns does convert the end one, 36-27. Knicks up 9. Gabe Vincent launches a tough 3-point. That's not even close. Good lord, you are just ranging at that point. Here's Josh Hart, guarded by Kongwu. Hart with space finds Cat. Towns gets inside with a hop, skip, and a jump, and somehow converts. Giving the Knicks an 11-point lead with 7:55 to go. It's a hell of a take there by Towns. Johnson, the lava, Kongwu with one hand. We got some sort of stoppage here. He dragged his foot. That's a hell of a play there by Towns. That shot won't go. Now here comes Atlanta. Dyson Daniels with some space finds a Kongwu. Okongwu looking for a man in McCollum. Okongwu dishes out Johnson left wing. Sizes up Anunoby. Johnson spinning jumper. That won't go. Hart picks up the rebound. Here comes New York. Pushing the ball down the floor. Here's Brunson. Out to Towns. Kicks it inside. Hart. Out to Anunoby. Back out to Brunson. Launches. That's good. Beautiful passing by the New York Knicks with 6:54 to go. Timeout. Quinn Snyder. We will step aside and be right back after this 60-second break as I try to figure out what the hell is up with the goddamn internet. Alright, what the fuck is going on here? Hold on, Cole. I'll read your comments in a second. Some shit. I'm on X264. We'll go hard. So, that was unexpected. I know. Out of left field. Yeah, my Alex Cora Manager of the Year prediction legitimately might go down as the worst prediction in the history of anything. Good. Please. Yes, absolutely. Right now. A lot better than fucking Mendy is. And Yosa, you are out of here. Outscorer, you're in. Yeah, well, why'd you bring it up then? You didn't have to mention the Mets. All right, you didn't have to get my hopes up. Yeah, I saw that. The Red Sox literally fired everybody. First base coach, third base coach, manager. Whoever the GM is over there is cleaning house. Craig Breslow is yeah. Craig Breslow has had enough. Dear God. I did not see that coming at all. That news came out of left field. Is it really my charger this whole time that's slowing this down? It's been my charger the whole time that has been slowing the stream down. Yeah, how could you fire Jason Varitek? I don't know what they're doing. I get it, you had to make changes, but Jesus Christ, man. Breslow is an idiot. Signed Brevin, then trade Devers because Brevin took over third, then lose Bregman the next year. $41.29. So apparently it's just the fact that I've had my laptop plugged in for an eternity is probably why it's slowing down. As that bucket is good. Make that 41-31. Here is McBride. That one's tipped by Kuminga. Nearly stolen. OG goes down. Looks for him in. That ball is loose. And finally picked up by Johnson. Then he loses the ball. And I believe Mike Brown did get the timeout. What on earth was that? Caleb Durbin for Kyle Harris. They traded James Tiz for Dustin May. Yeah, bro, might need to be Might need to be. So there'll be a jump ball with 3.5 seconds left. So they got 3.5 seconds. Brunson just jumped. Brunson's jumping a full second row. That one's tipped to Kuminga, and it'll be Hawks ball. Medeas fire David Ross. Yeah, that would be insane. And that ball is stripped away by Josh Hart. It will stay with Atlanta. Hart wants another look at it. Haynes King going to the Carolina Panthers. All right, UDFA time. Here we go. Yeah, what a dumpster fire indeed. Jesus Christ. Jalen Daniels of the Bucks. Yeah, keep me posted on the UDFAs. Trying to find more stuff. Let me get an update on that Stars game while I'm at it. Wild and Stars 1-1. I'm going to have to go back and watch that later. Diego Pavia, UDFA. Wow, yeah, that was shocking. But I'm honestly kind of happy that he didn't get drafted. That's insane. Supercross, man. I used to fucking be a huge fan of Monster Energy Supercross. Wow. Who the hell is Hunter Lawrence? Ken Roxon still races? Cooper Webb, Eli Tomac, Justin Cooper, glad he's still there. Chase Sexton, my guy. Malcolm Stewart. Shane McElrath is still there. Jason Anderson, that guy's never retiring. Dean Wilson still races. Wow. Cole Thompson, I remember him. I don't. Oh, Justin Barsha still wrestles. Joey Aguilar to the Jaguars. Thank you, Colt. Who the hell's in the 250s? Do I know anybody in the two? No, I don't know anyone in the 250s. I used to be a huge fan of Monster Energy Supercross in my younger days. I was big fans of like Ryan Villapoto, James Stewart, Ken Roxon, who I'm shocked is still racing. Marvin Muscan. Wait, is that Ken Roxon? Yeah. I don't know how old Ken Roxon is, but that dude has legit been racing for an eternity. So when did he get started? 2011. I was only 31. So how old's fucking Villapoto? 37. What a goat he was. I loved him. He was awesome. Alrighty, let's get back to the action, shall we? 41-31. Mike Brown is 39-9 in coaches challenges. In the playoffs, he's 1-1. Let's see. That goes off the knee of CJ McCollum. That should very well be New York Knicks basketball. And it is. So Josh Hart wins the challenge. Here's Josh Hart met by CJ McCollum. Gets it past the timing line. Hart with space guarded by CJ finds Mitchell Robinson. Robinson inside to McBride. Deuce finds Brunson. Brunson pump fakes. Kicks it out in Anunoby right corner. And they're going to say OG stepped out of bounds. Although I think he got pushed a little bit there by Johnson. See what... Wait, what? He never steps out of bounds. What the fuck? Here's a Kongwu. Finds space, dishes it out to McCollum. And it's off the hands of Atlanta. Hart knew it immediately. Wait, what? They said he's out of bounds here. He thought Scott Foster thought Jalen Johnson was OG Anunoby, and he called him out of bounds for it. That's insane. What the fuck, Scott Foster? Here's Josh Hart, guarded by McCollum, with space of shot clock at 15. Here's Robinson, top of the key. Dishes to McBride, left wing. With space, finds Brunson off the screen, guarded by Daniels. Brunson, outside, Deuce McBride, left wing. Back iron, no. Daniels with the rebound. He just threw Mitch to the ground. Are they just not calling anything on Atlanta? Here's Johnson. Finds Kuminga, launches, right corner. That's not good either. It's tipped off the hands of Daniels. Robinson secures it, finds Brunson. Knicks on the move. JB with space, cuts inside, looking out to McBride. Finds Josh Hart. Step back three. Why not let it fly? That's why you don't let Josh Hart shoot three-pointers. Another miss by the Knicks. Both teams are shooting absolutely abysmal from behind the arc. My goodness, man. That is hilarious. How they thought. That's one of the worst calls I've seen in recent memory. That's on the clock. 4:30 to go in the first half. Knicks up by 10. Here's a Okongwu. Inside Jalen Johnson. Launches for three. That's not good either. Hart with the rebound. So many misses. Jesus. Here's Hart. Looking. Gets inside. Finds Anunoby. OG goes inside and he throws it down. No foul called. Brunson gets inside for Robinson. That's stolen by Okongwu. And now back to Anunoby. Launches for three. That's good. What has gotten into either of these teams? No one can hang on to the basketball. Or correct, it was a two. It said his foot was on the line. 43-31. Or no, it was a three. Jesus, NBC can't get their shit together. Okongwu to the rack and he scores. Knicks up 11. Here's Josh Hart with space. Guarded by McCollum. There's a screen from Robinson. Knicks are plus 10 on points in the paint. 26-16. McBride finds Hart. Guarded by McCollum. Here's Anunoby off the screen from Robinson. OG step back three. That's good. OG Anunoby, have yourself a road trip in Atlanta. 29 points tonight, or last night. Tonight, 12 in the first half. Have yourself a day. Here's Daniels to McCollum. Inside, and he scores. Tough take to the rack. Knicks up 12 with 3 minutes. Hart pushing it down the floor. Layup is good. Josh Hart doing it all. Knicks back up 14, 49-35. And a steal by Hart again. And he's going to throw it down. What an onslaught by the New York Knicks. Timeout, Quinn Snyder. And New York has their largest lead of the game. They lead by 16, 51-35. We'll be back after this.
Check me out right here, yo.
Yo, the sun don't shine forever, but as long as it's here, then we might as well shine together. Better now than never, business before pleasure. P. Diddy and the fam, who you know do it better. Yeah, right, no matter what, we airtight. So when you hear something, make sure you hear it right. Don't make an ass out of yourself by assuming our music keeps you moving. What are you proving? We know that I'm 2 levels above you, baby. Hug me, baby, I'ma make you love me, baby. Talking crazy ain't gonna get you nothing but choke. And that jealousy is only gonna leave you broke. So the only thing left now is God for these cats. And babe, you know you're too hard for these cats. I'ma win cause I'm too smart for these cats. While they making up facts, we waking up flat.
We are back. 51-35. Knicks in full control. Up by 16 with 2:43 to go. Let me read some more comments. I'm laughing, bro. They used Cora as a scapegoat to cover for Breslow. Yeah, Craig Breslow's gonna be... He knows he's out of a job, so he's like, yeah, fuck it. I'm taking everybody else with me. To hell with all of you. That's probably what's going through his mind right now, which is hilarious. But then again, it is Boston after all. Ugh. So the Knicks in full control. Their largest lead of the game. They're up by 16. OG shot 9 for 16 last game with 29 points. Tonight he is 5 for 9 with 12 points. So he's probably going to come very close to what he did in game 3. But here we are back underway. 2:35 to go here in the first half. Here's Johnson with space. Finds Alexander Walker. Launches for 3. Nylon. Wide open is Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And the Hawks cut the lead down to 13. 51-38 with 2:20 to go. He's got himself 9 points on the night. Hart guarded by McCollum. That was deflected, and it's stolen by Atlanta. Alexander Walker inside to Johnson, and it's stolen back by the Knicks, and Bridges is thrown down to the court, and a foul called against Atlanta. I think there's Bridges has blood, I think. I didn't see, but let's take a look at this replay. I don't know what it is. Nobody can hold on to the basketball. Like, look at this. No one, and I mean no one, can hold on to the ball. Yeah, Johnson, I believe, pokes him right in the eye, and he goes down. I don't know why I thought there was blood. Nevertheless, the Knicks will be shooting free throws. Kroby, the Mets manager, in 6 weeks. No, stop it. Don't give me false hope. Don't give me false hope. Mendy's not getting fired. I've come to accept it. We're fucked, and we're stuck with him forever. Not forever, but at least till Memorial Day, we're kind of stuck with him. Which is in less than 6 weeks, to be fair, so. Let's see. First free throw coming from Mikal Bridges. Knocks it through. 52-38. Fuck, I needed that. Yeah, look, he literally pokes him in the eye. What are we doing? Like, actually, that's just fucking stupid. Why? Bridges knocks down both free throws with 2:08 to go. Knicks up 15. They've been definitely, this is the best half of basketball they have played yet, in my personal opinion. Here's Johnson off the screen from Brunson. Johnson out to McCollum. Gets inside, goes up for the floater, gets the double bounce, and it goes 53-40. Knicks back up by 13. Or they're still up by 13, I might add. 53-40. Knicks up 13. Here's JV. Inside to Bridges. Guarded by Alexander Walker. Top of the key. Finds Towns. Towns looking for a man. Back out to Hart. Hart gonna launch one. And it's good! Josh Hart from Narnia. And the Knicks are back up by 16. Dyson Daniels. And an offensive foul is called. The wheels are falling off in the second quarter for the Hawks. As the Knicks are playing what is something that is called efficient basketball. Yeah, he hooks Jalen and he goes down. Yeah, that's a foul. Can't do that. Second foul on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Knicks are in the bonus. Here's Bridges. Inside for Towns. Cat with space backing down on Okongwu. Towns with a man finds Mikal. Bridges gets through, goes inside. He is stripped by McCollum. It'll stay with New York with 3.5 on the shot clock with 57.9 to go in the first half. Here's Brunson looking. Got to get something off quick. Finds Bridges with 2, with 1. Gets inside. He is stripped again. But regardless, it will be a 24-second violation with 54.1 seconds to go. 54.1 to go. My apologies. I mean, at that point, just throw it up. $56-40. Here's McCollum. Launches, tough floater, and he's good. CJ McCollum just does not miss that floater shot. 43.9 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Hawks running a full court press. Shot clock down to 20, down to 18. Past the timing line goes Hart. With space on McCollum. Lost the ball again, deflected by McCollum. Josh gets it inside. Looking, driving. Floater's good. Josh Hart doing it all. With 25.9 seconds to go. Knicks running a decent, nice little half-court press. They lead by 16. Here's Johnson off the inbound and Dyson Daniels. Cubs are on. I'll catch you later. Take care, Colt. Here's Daniels. Looking, finds McCollum. McCollum is going to chuck one up. No basket. It's a foul on the floor. So it will be no free throws. But it will be side out with 13.9 to go in the second quarter. Well, you left at the right time because we are about to hit halftime in this game. I thought that was a ticky-tacky screen. 13.9 to go. Back underway with 10. Down to 9. Down to 8. Down to 7. McCollum winding it down. Walks down on Bridges. CJ gets inside. Floater's good with 3.6. Knicks are just going to go. Hart. He's actually got time. Launches. Can't get it to go. And that will do it for the first half. A very strong first half by the New York Knicks. 58 to 44. We'll step aside for about 5 minutes as we have hit halftime. We'll be back shortly. And we are back for the third quarter of Knicks versus Hawks. Here we go. Here's Alexander Walker. Finds his man. That's Okongwu. With space. Nah. Gets inside. Lost the ball, but a foul is going to be called. And it will be against the Knicks on the floor. All right, so now Peacock should work fine. Slow. First free throw is up and in. Cuts the lead down to 13 as Quinn Snyder looking on with the official. $46-58 the score. Knicks up by 12. Here's Brunson. Falls down. And a scrum for the ball. And it'll be a jump ball. That was a pretty ugly situation there, I'm not going to lie. Jump ball won by Dyson Daniels to Jalen Johnson. Back inside Dyson Daniels. Kicks it out. Johnson, right wing three. That won't go. Towns comes in for the rebound. Here comes New York pushing up the floor. It's Brunson. Met by Daniels. Brunson gets inside. Kicks it out. Anunoby left corner. That won't go. Off the right side of the rim. Now here comes Atlanta. Dyson Daniels inside. Finds McCollum. Left corner. Alexander Walker fakes on Hart. Launches for three. That's good. And Atlanta have cut the lead down to 9, just like that. Here's Jalen Brunson. Looking, finds Towns. Met by Okongwu immediately. Shut the fuck up, Reggie. Towns. Finds Anunoby. OG kicks it out. Here's Hart. Hart with space. Looking back for Towns. At the free throw line. Back out to Hart. Right wing. Hart just chucks it up. And nearly goes in. But why are we just shooting dumb shit? And a foul going to be called. I think that was never mind, the Peacock slowing it down. It's okay. We don't have to be like perfect. And now Brunson is off to the locker room. This could not have gone any worse. Oh no. I think Brunson's getting the cape, like usual. It's what he does. $58-49. Johnson gets inside, blocked by Anunoby. Here comes New York pressing. Pushing the floor. Here's Hart. Gets inside, goes up, foul called against Atlanta. Pretty easy call there. Ugh. 58-49. Hart's first free throw off the front rim. Josh Hart's second free throw is good. So a 1-for-2 trip to the line from Josh Hart. Now here come the Knicks. 59-49 the score. Knicks up 10. McCollum launches from 10 feet. That's good. Actually, it's 15 feet. With 9:48 to go, Knicks up by 8. Here's Bridges. Finds Hart. Out for Towns. Towns double teamed. Inside Anunoby with a beautiful pass from Towns. Knicks back up 10. 61-51. Offense is looking very smooth so far. Here's Alexander Walker. Guarded by Bridges. Finds a Kungwu. Alexander Walker. That won't go. The tip in. No, but a foul called against Atlanta. Or against New York. So it'll be free throws for Onyeka Kungwu. That's just beautiful cross-court vision by Karl-Anthony Towns. Yeah, that's a kind of an unnecessary foul, though, on Josh Hart. Like, I don't think he needed to do that. If you wanted my honest opinion. I think that he could have definitely avoided that. Here's McCollum. Kicks it out. Jalen Johnson pump fakes. And he's going to get called for a travel. He tried to go for a walk, but he took one too many steps with 9:10 to go. Here's Alvarado to bring it up for the Knicks. Alvarado gets inside. Floater won't go. He falls down. No foul call. Here comes Atlanta pushing up the floor. It's McCollum. With space, finds a Kungwu. Gets inside. Tough layup, and he gets the finish. So that'll put Atlanta back within 8. Hawks on a soaring start here in this third quarter. He's got himself 9. Here's Alvarado. Finds Hart. That one's tipped and stolen, but no, a foul called against Atlanta. It'll be a reach-in foul against the Kungwu. Take a look at this replay here. I mean, yeah, he hooks Towns from underneath. That's a pretty obvious foul call there, in my opinion. (61-53). Alvarado. Shot clock down to 8, now down to 7. Jose gets inside. Looking. Finds Hart. With 3, with 2. Hart just throws one up there. Cannot get the finish. And the rebound by Okongwu. And there it is. Grand Theft Alvarado. As Jose gets the steal. Anunoby inside. Layup is good. OG Anunoby. Have yourself a freaking game. 63-53, Knicks up 10. Here's Alexander Walker. Guarded by Mikal Bridges off the screen. There's McCollum. Back inside Okongwu. Alexander Walker. That layup won't go. Bridges with the rebound. Here comes New York pressing up the floor. 63-53 with 7:37 to go here in the third. Here's Towns. And a foul called against Atlanta. It'll go against Alexander Walker. That's 7:32 to go. (63-53). Alvarado finds Towns. Here comes New York. Cat with space. Backs out on Daniels. Hart left wing. With space for McCollum. Here's Towns. Shot clock down to 7, down to 6. Kicks it out. Alvarado wide open 3-ball. Yes, sir! Jose Alvarado coming off the bench in the absence of Jalen Brunson. Knicks back up 13. They've got Clarkson, Anunoby, Hart, Towns, and Alvarado out there for New York. Johnson kicks this one out. Dyson Daniels going to let one fly. That won't go. Cat gets another rebound. Here comes New York. Hart pushing the floor. Finds Towns. Cat. Spacing. Gets inside. Layup won't go. A foul called against Okongwu. So more free throws for the Knicks. Mix, how we doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, he hooks him. So other than that, we haven't really seen too much of a change in the Hawk. Oh, nope. Stars took the lead. Miro Heiston on a power play goal. I'm doing well. I'm a little stressed out right now, but I'm doing okay. We signed Texas quarterback Matthew Caldwell. What? He's pretty disgusting basketball, I'm not going to lie.
Why are you confident that getting your track record after the last few years, it seems like it leads to you making reaches? Appreciate you think that without Vince, there's a consensus. We got consensus. That's the consensus I get. Those droughts. So many of you are going to take a spot. Since you know the call your home, not necessarily. Just like you know you're going to take this player. You don't think they're going to go on to things like.
So we got ourselves a 13-point lead. Brunson is back on the bench, which is good. Danhausen. Very evil, very evil. Here's Towns' first free throw. Knocks it through. 67 to 53. Knicks are looking pretty strong thus far, even though it's been pretty bad basketball on both sides, if you want my honest opinion. Could very well be significantly better. As he knocks down both, 68-53, Knicks up 15 with 6:50 to go. Let me pause the clock and catch up. 5, 4. Here's CJ. Launches the long three-pointer, not even close. Rebound snagged by Anunoby. Here comes New York. Alvarado into Towns, guarded by Mo Gay. Towns with space, looking, finds Clark's underneath. That layup is good. And the Knicks have their largest lead of the game. It's a 17-point cushion for New York. Now here comes Jalen Johnson off the screen from Mo Gay. Johnson wide open from three. That won't go either. Hart with the rebound. And he recovers it. Here comes New York. Josh Hart with some space. Finds Alvarado. Out to Towns, long range three. Not even close. Why the hell are you ranging from that far out? Jesus. Here's Alexander Walker. Inside, kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson looking. Drives past Clarkson. That two-pointer won't go either. Gets his own rebound back out to Mogay. McCollum for three. That won't go either. Apparently no one can score in Atlanta. Clarkson inside. That layup won't go. But a foul called against the Hawks. And that'll put the Knicks in the bonus. Jesus Christ. I don't know what the hell the Hawks are shooting, but my God, this is embarrassing. Alexander Walker's shaken up a little bit. There's a head-on collision between him and Clarkson, as now Brunson on the sideline, ready to get back in the game. Not happy yet, but looking good. Yeah, it's been a strong performance so far, but they got to keep it going. As Clarkson makes the first free throw, Brunson McBride will check in for Anunoby and I believe Josh Hart. As Alexander Walker now goes to the locker room. Or at least to the trainer. Not quite sure what's going on there. Clarkson's second free throw is up and in. Knicks got themselves a 19-point lead. Here's Jalen Johnson. Up for Gabe Vincent, guarded by Deuce McBride. Knicks on an 11-0 run here. Vincent gets inside. Layup is good, and that'll stop the run. Cutting the lead down to 17. Here's Brunson. Guarded by Daniels off the screen. Brunson gets inside. Bounces it. Clarkson. Out for Hart. Why not let it fly? Every time I say... Okay, I just can't say that anymore. Every time I say that, he misses. I don't understand it. Here's Kuminga. That one's off the hand of Clarkson and will stay with the Hawks. Josh just said, come on, Scott. Hawks trainer checking to make sure there's no blood. Jalen Johnson goes up. Tough shot, and he hits it. And he will have a chance for a three-point play. Johnson knocks down the and one free throw. 72-58 as Alexander Walker getting laced back up on the bench. Here's Deuce McBride, met by Jalen Johnson off the screen from Josh Hart. McBride, the State Farm logo, finds Robinson top of the key, back to Clarkson. Clarkson inside to Brunson. Brunson guarded by Mo Gay one-on-one. Why the hell is that a matchup? Brunson, shot clock at 6 down to 5. JB, looking, has to do something with it. Step back two-pointer, you bet. The Jalen Brunson special, the step back 15-footer. And the Knicks are back up by 16. Here's Dyson Daniels out to Johnson. Johnson with space guarded by Brunson. And an offensive foul called against Atlanta. It will go against Dyson Daniels with about 4.5 to go. $74-58. Here's Deuce McBride. Off the screen from Mitchell Robinson. McBride launches from 3. That's good! Deuce McBride! And the Knicks now have their largest lead of the game. They are up by 19. Here's Dyson Daniels. Kicks it out Mo Gay with space for Vincent. Vincent, that one's given away, and that'll be Knick basketball once again. The wheels are falling off for the Atlanta Hawks as the Knicks look like a well-oiled machine. Clarkson inside, out to Hart, left corner, back to Brunson, wide open 3. That won't go. Tipped in front, Kuminga. And they're going to say it's going to stay with the Hawks with 3:39 to go here in the third. Hearing that people have the dream of being a broadcaster, to me, is incredibly wholesome. Because it makes me realize what I'm doing is actually something. And a technical foul was called. But Gabe Vincent unable to knock down his technical free throw. Apparently Josh Hart got called for... Yeah, that's the right call. What up, Jaywalk? How you doing, man? I hope your Buc-ee's trip was outstanding. Get your peeps in here. We could potentially be witnessing a murder. But there's still a lot of basketball left to be played here in this one. But yeah, I got the jersey on and everything. Got my chains out. I gotta fix this one. The gold chain always stands out a little bit. So the Hawks retain possession. 3:35 to go. Knicks up by 19. Here is Dyson Daniels looking for a man. It's into a Okongwu. Johnson out to Okongwu. Back for Kuminga. Kuminga. Shot clock at 2. Kuminga step back 3-pointer. Front iron. Daniels is there for the putback. You think Ime going to be fired? Dude, if y'all get swept by the Lakers, that's embarrassing. You're not in a good spot right now. Here's Deuce McBride. Met immediately by Corey Kispert at the State Farm Arena logo. Back inside Anunoby, top of the key. Back across Karl Anthony Towns, left wing. Brunson spins off of Vincent. Now picks up his dribble again. There's the screen from OG. JB cuts inside. And that's stolen by Atlanta. Pushing it up the floor is Okongwu. Gets inside. Layup, no. Dyson Daniels put back. No, sir. Now here comes New York. McBride. Guarded by Jalen Johnson. To Towns. Cat one-on-one with Okongwu. Towns back to Anunoby. Right wing. That won't go either. Rebound by Atlanta. We should fire him before game 4. I don't know. Maybe. Y'all look awful. Gabe Vincent. With some space here. Back at the logo. To Johnson, right wing. Jalen Johnson going to let one fly. That's good. Cutting the lead down to 14, and Mike Brown does not like what he sees as they're going to take a timeout with 2:09 to go. 77-63 your score. We'll stay right here. Yeah, I don't know how you guys lost that game 3. That was bad. I truly don't know how you lost that game. That was bad. That would be able to, if that was like a series clincher, that would get someone fired. Like, forget all season expectations. That would legitimately get someone fired. Charles Oakley and James Dolan are there. Nice. Bottle lie, win or die. I mean, I love it. I love the intensity that the Knicks are rocking with today. This is great. You should see the. Did you see the Red Sox fire their staff? Yeah, dude, that was also shocking. I mean, firing the entire staff mid-season, Alex Cora to Houston. I don't think the baseball gods would let. I don't think the baseball gods would let that happen. No joke. I don't think that the MLB would allow Alex Cora back in Houston after what transpired. I don't know who's going to pick him up because his managerial career is completely on a downward spiral. Speaking of which, yeah, like I said, I don't think that the Astros or the baseball world like that's a pipe dream. I'm not gonna lie. Goddamn wrestler, guy's 327 pounds. Jesus Christ. But yeah, it has been all New York Knicks in this. How is Jay a mod and I'm not? To be fair, we had like a deal where like he would be I'm a mod in his, I mean, I can add you. Don't worry. Well, now you are, so there you go. Technically, we both are. You little boss, I'm big boss. Fuck out of here. That was corny. I'd take your mod away just for that. That was fucking corny. We don't let the we don't let that corny stuff fly here. 77-63. Knicks up 14. Hawks with a full court press here in the final 2 minutes of the third quarter, but the game does not feel out of reach yet for Atlanta. Here's Brunson up for McBride. McBride with some space to Towns. Towns one-on-one with Kuminga. Cat with space to Anunoby. Karl-Anthony Towns playing like a quarterback today with some of this court vision. 79-63. Knicks back up 16. Here's McCollum. Bounce pass to Okongwu. Okongwu with space out for Jalen Johnson, top of the key. Johnson with space, cuts inside Anunoby. Here's McCollum. Launches a 10-footer. Double bounce. Will not go. Here comes New York, pushing the floor. No, I do. Believe me, I do, but I don't fuck with corny stuff. Towns for three. Puts it in. That's excitement right there. Karl-Anthony Towns launches that one from Tallahassee. And it's back to a 19-point game and a steal by the Knicks. Here's Brunson. Up for Towns. Met by Okongwu. Towns with space out to McBride. What rhymes with cash? Not splash, but not in this case. On the floor. But it will be a foul against New York with 55.5 to go. He already does, Seabass. Don't worry, he does. I feel like we've been due just an absolute beatdown of the Hawks, and now we're getting it. This is great. But we got to finish the job, though. Hearing boos for Gabe Vincent as he knocks through the tech. Rise the Cash, you call me corny. Seabass, you were not around for the Chris Smoove days, okay? You don't understand the things that this man did to me and a lot of people when we were kids. That dude got us fucking going. That dude was where we were through fucking hard times. That dude's a legend. We love Chris Smoove, and I try to throw at least one Chris Smoove reference in every single one of my calls, especially in basketball. Oh, there's Fat Joe. Oh, crap. Jackson get the Hawk 0. Whoops. 50 seconds to go. Knicks up 17. Here's Jalen Brunson. Met by McBride. JB to Cat. That's a hook of the arm underneath. It'll go against Kuminga. 2 free throws now for the Knicks. Kuminga jumping up and down like a friggin' kangaroo. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. But he missed the shot, so I couldn't say it. Jesus, Seabass, I thought you knew this stuff. Lock in, dude. You're just not dialed in today, and that's fine. Everybody has an off day. Today must be your off day. Watching the Texans make perplexing pick after Caden McDonald. Towns' first free throw rims in, 83-65. Knicks up 18. You were there to get this guy a map? Yeah, where are you going? Genuinely. $83-65, Knicks up 18. Here is Towns to shoot the second free throw with 40 seconds left. I mean, tweak that a little bit. Towns' second free throw. Right on the money. 84-65, Knicks up 19. Here's McCollum. Shot clock down to 20. 35 on the game clock. McCollum gets inside, kicks it out. Jalen Johnson, wide open 3-ball. That won't go. Towns the rebound. Here comes New York. Brunson. I didn't have off day when you're in New York. Yeah, that is true. You were locked in. Here's Brunson. Winding it down to 10 seconds. Down to 9, down to 8. 5-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Brunson at the State Farm Arena logo. Lost the ball. Got to do something with it. JB gets inside. Floater, no. Towns is there. The putback is good. Vincent just launches it up. And it nearly goes in, but it falls short. The Knicks with their largest lead of the game. A 21-point lead. And some words between Mike Brown and Karl Anthony Towns. We'll step aside for a quick 60-second break. Knicks up 86-65. That's how we fucking play basketball. Stars and Wilder in overtime. I'm going to have to throw that game on the phone for sure. Great. Now I have to download True TV because fucking TNT cannot have an app for all of their networks. I have to download True TV. I have to download TBS. I have to download TNT. Like, Why? It's stupid. I mean, like, at this point, just give TNT Sports its own app. I don't want to have to buy HBO Max. That sucks. And it's nothing against HBO Max as a whole, but I don't have to pay for a subscription. Why the fuck would I watch Astros Yankees when the Stars and Wild are in overtime? Jesus. No, Seabass, I will not. There's other people in here that will that are Yankee fans. I'm not one of them. Matter of fact, I gotta start charging this damn laptop again, which will probably cause a bit of a delay. Just till the end of this break. There's gonna be a slight delay because I have to charge for about 5 minutes. And then we should be crystal clear and good for the rest of it. Yes, allow my Verizon subscription. Great, now I have to login again. Fucking wonderful. How is that a rivalry series? Dallas is a shithole. I like Dallas. I've never been to Houston, though, so I can't really speak on that. My dad's been to Houston, liked it, but he said that, like, Dallas was way better than Houston. So, I don't know. It's not my call. I'm not the Texas guy. You are, so. But you're biased to Houston, so. Well, I'm assuming I have to make an overtime goal scorers post. As we are back underway for the fourth quarter, a few seconds late. Here's Towns with space. Guarded by Tony Bradley. Finds Tony Ananobi again, and he is thrown down by Corey Kispert. Dallas has asked your dad to ball to Dallas once a year. Well, to be fair, he did go to both the Houston Astros Stadium and the Texas Rangers Stadium, and he said the Texas Rangers Stadium was miles better. He said they're both good, but he said just something about Globe Life Field. You can't really blame it. It's an awesome stadium. Now, apparently Minnesota tied the game late. Let's see this. By the way, that's a hard foul from Kispert to Ananobi.
I don't stop by a guy. You're okay. And giving it for Stern. Stern got stopped by
Ananobi goes 1 for 2 from the stripe. 87-65. Knicks up by 22. Still the largest lead of the game. And foul going to go against McCollum. Or it'll be for McCollum. He will shoot 2 free throws. You see these goals.
After defensively, and obviously great job playing physical.
I think another OT goal or graphic. So that should be good. Yeah. The delay should be gone by now. Might take a split second. What's your basket from Luka drops 60, 21, and 10. Forgot the team. Fuck you. Fuck you. I know exactly what game you're talking about. I watched it live. It's my team, you idiot. Here's Jalen Brunson. Finds Carl Anthony Towns with space, and it'll be an offensive foul against Cat as he hooked Bradley under the arm. All right, Texas hockey goal scorer. I'm going to go Wyatt Johnston today. Yeah, I'm going to go Wyatt Johnston. Wait, no, he scored the last one. He didn't have to score him back to back. Here's McCullum. With space. Gets the lane that won't go. Tipped Bradley. Alexander Walker. Double pump fake. Gets inside. Out to Kuminga. Stolen by Brunson. Here comes New York. No, it was the Knicks. Believe me, I know. I watched that game live. It was the Knicks. Here's Brunson. With space. To Cat. Moving in on Bradley. Kicks it out. Anunoby left corner 3. That's good. OG Anunoby continuing to show out. And the Knicks have a 24-point lead here with 10:38 to go. This is beautiful. I'm loving this. Kuminga for 3. That's no good. Kispert the rebound. Putback is in. Give me a goal scorer from the Dallas Stars. I'm trying to think of who to pick. I could go Heiskanen. I could go Robertson. I got to think. Here's Brunson. Inside for Towns at the low block. Towns. Sizing up Tony Bradley. And Anunoby cuts inside. Towns. Shot clock at 6. Cat delivers. That won't go. But he's going to get called. 2 free throws for the big bodega. I believe it's 2 fouls on each side. The shot clock down 4.9. Do I go Heiskanen? Do I go Hurricane? Nah, I'm going to go with Oscar Beck to score the winner. And for the Wild, we'll go with Brock Faber. Actually, no. I already said Carell. So give me Carell. I did say Kaprizov would score the overtime winner. Let's see if I can be right. And Karl Anthony Towns officially has himself a triple-double today. As his first free throw is up and good. What a crew we got there. Allen Houston, John Starks, and Walt Frazier all sitting next to each other. God, I love to see the former Knicks show out. There are indeed a lot of Knicks fans here in Atlanta. With 10 minutes on the dot. Looks like Josh Hart getting ready to get back out there. Towns' second free throw. Rims out. Tony Bradley gets the rebound. We're back. 9:55 to go and a reach-in called against Deuce McBride. Again, unnecessary. And we stop calling fouls now. Let this clock run. All right? $9:47 to go. Here's Alexander Walker. Kicks it out. Kispert. Step back 3 ball. Back of the rim. Kuminga with the offensive rebound. Inside to Bradley. And that'll be Nick Ball. Another bad giveaway by the Hawks. They're just playing abysmal basketball. I mean, Seabass, at this point, just go back at the stream, find a moment you like, and short it. Because I want to get something up from this game, but I don't really have anything because this game's a bloodbath. Maybe the long cat 3? I don't know. Here's Brunson, met by Alexander Walker. Brunson, McBride, pump fakes on McCullum with a double jab step. Inside of Clarkson, left wing. Clarkson, backs inside, tough shot. Can't get the bounce. Tony Bradley, the rebound. Clock hasn't been running. Lovely. And that shot's going to go in, cutting the lead down to 21. When Snyder looking on. Here's McBride over for Jalen Brunson. Brunson, guarded immediately by McCullum. Knicks up 91-70. Brunson, long range three. That won't go. The rebound to Jonathan Kuminga. Kuminga with space. Looking. Out to Kispert. Kispert to Bradley. Kispert for three. That one's blocked by OG. Walker keeps it in. It'll be off of Brunson as Alexander Walker just spiked it right off his leg. Damn near on the kneecaps. 8:27 to go. Can't wait to do Stanley Cup playoffs on this channel. Alexander Walker launches for three. That's good. Nickeil Alexander-Walker cuts the lead down to 18. Back to a 6-0 run for Atlanta. It's an 18-point game. Knicks up with 8:12 to go. Here's Towns. Kuminga trying to get a little bit feisty with his reach. Towns. Inside to Anunoby. Foul called underneath. It'll be on the floor. Foul is going to go against Johnson. I love these passes to Anunoby under the basket. It's working damn near flawlessly. I love this shit. Just want to stop by for a Watch Wolves game. Appreciate you stopping by, Eagles. This game's getting ugly. We're gonna see. We're gonna be on for the full game, but if it gets up to 25, I'm calling it. That would strip by Kuminga. Will stay with New York. And when I mean call it, I don't mean like I'm getting bored. I mean I'm gonna end the stream because of how bad of a bloodbath it is. And by the way, it's been not even like 4 seconds. We've already got a lot of pushing and shoving in this damn Flyers game. And a scrummy sequence there. But yeah, hopefully the Wolves can go up 3-1. I don't know. I'm just rooting for chaos at this point. Outside of the Knicks, I'd love it if the fucking Suns could come back down 3-0. That would be amazing. Even though it's damn near impossible. Oh, so now it's on TNT. What the fuck? Goddamn Turner Sports got to make everything so damn complicated. It's not on Playoff Palooza either. It's on fucking TBS. Brunson, the inbound stolen by the Hawks. And another foul called against Jalen Johnson. Or it might be Alexander Walker. So what, they're both on TBS? What sense does that make? $91-73 with 8 minutes to go. Knicks having themselves a comfortable 18-point advantage. Jalen Johnson with his third foul of the evening. Brunson to Towns. Back out Brunson. Shot clock at 10. Brunson has space. Off of McCollum, it will stay with Atlanta as Brunson wants a challenge. We are underway in overtime in Dallas. This is the stuff that I really care about. Especially who's going to win this game between the Stars and the Wild. If the Wild win, it is evened up at 2 apiece. If the Stars win, they're up 3-1 heading back to Dallas. It's a must-win game for Minnesota. That almost went in. If Eriksson would have scored that, that would have been crazy. All right. Ice going to shoot one off the blocker side. Wyatt Johnson, the first one there, met by Minnesota. Johnston. In front of Robertson. That one goes behind the net. Robertson with some space here. Just because the Knicks are commercial, I'm just watching the Stars game. In front. That one's blockered away from Marchment. There's Myers in front, loose puck, and it is covered up by Minnesota. By Volstead, the keeper. Crazy how the charger not being on is the reason why my stream is now going fast. That is some absolute and utter bullshit. Refs have been bad. Scott's been bad. For those that are saying that Scott Foster is trying to extend this series, Scott Foster's been bad on both sides. He literally called OG Anunoby out of bounds when it was Jalen Brunson, or it was Jalen Johnson who was the one that was out of bounds. He's been shit on both sides of the floor tonight, for both teams. Hawks are trying to play prison ball, and today they can't get away with it. That's how the game works. Probably this is like the last commercial. Oh, it's a bad give. Oh, it's a bad give by the Wild. That Roddick Fox that can't hit the fucking net. If Oscar Beck actually scores overtime winner, I'm gonna laugh. That's why I originally had, and I changed my pick to fucking. Who did I even change it to? No, I do have Oscar Beck. Tonight's headlines: Karl-Anthony Towns with his first career playoff double, 20, 10, and 10. The Hawks have 40 fast break points in their last two games. Tonight they've got a total of 0. OG Anunoby had 29 points and 9 rebounds last game. Tonight, 22 and 8. The call was overturned, and it'll stay with New York. Here's Brunson. Gets inside, lost the ball. And a foul called against Alexander Walker. Pretty obvious there. I get it. That was a little dramatic from Brunson, but still a foul. I mean, he slapped him on the arm. Justin Ritzkogan, that's a player, I guess. Volstead's getting swarmed by the Stars. Jalen's having himself an off night, but both free throws are good. 93-73, Knicks up by 20 with 7:46 to go. Some drama between him and Rick Brunson. Brunson getting very aggressive, sends McCollum backcourt, leaves Kispert open, and he's unable to connect. And Anunoby the rebound. Here comes New York again. It's Jalen Brunson up to Josh Hart. Kicks it out, Deuce McBride. Right wing three ball. Yes, sir! Deuce McBride from beyond the arc, and the Knicks are bloated open. A 23-point lead. Here's Mo Gay. Gets inside. Layup is good. Counted in the foul. And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. Here's Jared Spurgeon. Oh, here come the Wild.
Shot taken by Nico Stearns. Letting go for McCarron. Steve on the way back has it. Escapes a vision. Plays it well. Throws it in. To the corner. Stearns get it first. The root change. Under by favor. Ben lends the helping hand.
Kuminga to shoot and one free throw, and he knocks it through. Cutting the lead back down to 20 with 7:18 to go. Towns kind of grabbing his knee a little bit. It's McBride, Hart, Robinson, Brunson, and Anunoby, the 5 for the Knicks. Alexander Walker, McCollum, Okongwu, Johnson, and Kuminga for Atlanta. Brunson kicks it out in Anunoby. OG goes up. Nice little Euro step. Layup. No. Robinson is there for the putback. Lead back up to 22. Here's Johnson. A good save. Here's Kuminga. Gets inside. Layup. No. Foul called on New York. All right, now Scott Foster's trying to piss me off. Stop calling fouls and let the game go. All right, it's taking way too long.
Looking to it. Tied up by Mitchell Holbein. They wedge it there. Pops out to Myers.
What did I say? I said the Knicks were going to win one of these games by 15 or more after they lose. And they're doing just that. I tried to tell people. If the Knicks drop one of these games in Atlanta or one of the games in New York, they're going to win one of the next two by 20 or more. I said that we were due for a blowout, and it's happening right in front of our eyes. Jalen Brunson now moves into 5th all-time, just 4 points behind the great Willis Reed for 3rd all-time. My God, how did that not win? Patrick Ewing pretty much going to be untouched for the time being with over 2,700 points in the playoffs. As both free throws are good, Knicks lead cut to 20. 6:35 to go here in the 4th quarter. It's Brunson off the screen from McBride. Brunson out to Deuce again. Back to Brunson at the Hawks logo. Brunson kicks it out. McBride for 3. Puts it in. Deuce McBride from downtown, and it's a 23-point lead again for New York. 101-78. Here's a Okongwu. And it's going to be a foul on the floor that should put the Hawks in the bonus. This game, by the way, the hockey game, this is all going to come down to how long Ottinger can go. Minnesota's dominating right now. I have to make a change. Wow. Both teams in the bonus the rest of the game. Johnson's free throw is good. Johnson knocks down them both. Here's Jalen Brunson. Up by Alexander Walker. For Josh Hart. Brunson. Met by Daniels. Brunson the lob. Robinson couldn't catch it. And Anunoby does. Out to Hart. Brunson. McBride. That won't go. And Anunoby with a rebound. OG kicks it out to JB. Back out to Hart. Shot clock down to 9. Down to 8. Brunson off the screen from McBride. Double team. Finds Deuce. Deuce the lob to Robinson. That won't go. Got to put something up. Brunson puts it up. And it's good. Jalen Brunson knocks down a huge 3. It's a 24-point game. Wow. Despite a pathetic night for Brunson, only 17, the Knicks are up by 24. Here's Kuminga. Cuts inside, goes up, foul call. with 5:04 left in the ball game. What was that? Oh yeah, I saw that several times. We were so excited because we thought we were gonna get fucking Mackay. Oh, no, bum ass Ty Simpson. Kuminga's free throw gets a double bounce and goes through. But yeah, remember when I said that if the Knicks were to drop one of these games, they'd win one of the next ones by 15 or more? I said we were due for a blowout. And the Hawks fans are headed for the exits. And honestly, a good amount of Knicks fans too. I can't really blame it. Atlanta traffic's awful. Oh, I was there. Oh, if Freestyle would have scored, I would have done another hockey prediction. Here's Josh Hart bringing up the floor. 5 minutes to go. Knicks up by 23. We can kick back and relax rest of the ball game. Here's Brunson. Guarded by Alexander Walker. Finds Hart down low. Intercepted by Okongwu. Dyson Daniels inside. Layup is good. Cuts the lead down to just 21. With 4:35 to go, here's McBride. Deuce. Out to Brunson. 4:25 here in the fourth. Brunson has space. Gets inside. Off the backboard. Gets the bounce. Count it and one. This is amazing. I am loving this. Oh, wait. Oh, play that by Thomas Harley. This stop Kirill would have been a goal for sure.
It's amazing, Sheriff. At least up top, when the puck is in the Minnesota zone, you can hear a pin drop. And when the puck comes in with its own 300, starts getting a little louder. Comes out, Scott. Yeah. That's the way it goes. Now it's back to the goal. Usually found, boom, jumped by Stern.
107 to 103 as Brunson converts his and one. That one's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Hawks. Might be a bit of a delay for the final 4 minutes. I'm going to just let you guys know that right now. Hopefully just a slight one. Here's Dyson Daniels. Gets it out. Finds Okongwu. Launches for three. That's good. With 4 minutes to go, Knicks up 21. And a timeout taken, it looks like, by Mike Brown. With 3:54 to go, Knicks leading by 21. We'll stay right here, get you guys coverage of the Wild and the Stars. I'm watching this right now in real time. Let's see if Deej and Lefty, if their stream is still going on. Viewership's still a fucking nightmare. We're kind of SOL right now. You can kick back and relax and enjoy the rest of the game. How the hell did Otter stop that? That was supposed to be it for Joel Eriksson Ek. As we are back with 3:48 to go, Knicks leading by a score of 107-86. Got themselves a 21-point cushion. Starters remain on the floor for the Knicks. Brunson the lob to Robinson. Tip won't go. Out to McBride. Pump fakes on Kisper. Goes inside. Floater's money. 109-86. Knicks lead by 23. My God, that easily could have been a goal right there. Holy. Kind of craving DoorDash right now, I'm not gonna lie. First free throw is up and good. Oh my God. Three 12 to go. Knicks have themselves. Takers. Appreciate the regret to inform. I'm not surprised one bit. Knicks are cruising with a 24-point lead. And the bench has been emptied. Yes, sir. Diawara minutes in the playoffs. Diawara gets inside. No. Huck Porty the rebound. And they say stepped out of bounds. Well, since we've got the bench in the game, we're going to stop the live right there. A 24-point cushion. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching. And I can proudly say this. Series is all evened up at 2 apiece. We will see you guys right. Oh my God, Huck Porty just sunned Corey Kisper. We will see you guys back here on Tuesday night for Game 5. Knicks win big. Have a great rest.